Guys, Matt Rollingham. Today I'm going to do a push-up tutorial. Push-up is one of my favorite exercises. It's great for upper body strength, stability, core strength, shoulder health, and it's just a great exercise to include in your programs. A couple things with the push-ups. I think the setup is very important. So first thing we're going to go over to is the setup. I like to start on my knees just so I get a proper hand position. Okay, hands, I like somewhere right around shoulder width, maybe a little bit outside. From there, I like to keep my palms right underneath my armpits. Puts us in the best position. The next thing, we're going to screw our hands into the floor. That's going to create tension through our forearms, our shoulders, our upper back, and just keep us as rigid as possible. From there, think about reaching your palms through the ground, because that's just going to help create a little more tension. So, I got my hand position. The next thing is your feet. So, we want to get our feet out, hips next. Once we got our feet, we should pull our hips underneath us by squeezing our glutes, keeping our core tight, and then packing our chin. So as you see, I'm reaching through the floor, my hands are screwed into the ground, my glutes are tight, my stomach is tight. Once we got our setup, we want to put ourselves in the best position, then obviously it's the descent. A couple things on the descent. We want to maintain that position of just keeping our body in a straight line. So we don't want our hips to get in front of us, we don't want our head to start to jump out in front, okay? So the descent also, before I show you, when I go down I like to think about keeping my arms at about 45-degree angle, a little bit of distance in between. We don't want to flare out too far or get too in tight. That's going to put a lot of stress on the front of the shoulder. So the descent looks something like this. So I get in my position, screw my hands into the floor, hips, glutes, reach, and then I'm lowering myself, keeping my body together. Now, we want to keep our body together the whole time. That's going to include using our glutes, our stomach, and that's why they say it's a full body exercise. So, from there, two things that we want to avoid. Our hips. As we go down, we don't want our hips to stay up, right? So put a lot of stress on the front of our shoulder, and that's going to put us in a bad position. Next, hips sagging. Probably see this one a lot. The hips start sagging, you just start going through the reps, just putting a ton of stress on the interior of that shoulder. So, lower yourself, keep your body together. Arms stay at 45 degrees. Looks something like this. Okay, straight up and down at the bottom. From there, you're putting yourself in the best position to drive up. Drive up, pretty simple. All you're doing is just push your hands to the floor, come up together, keeping everything tight. So, like this. Pretty simple. Last thing, a straight push-up from the ground might not be able to be doable from the start if you're new to this. So I like simple regression, it's one of my favorites. Instead of starting from the knees, using a bench or a bar, elevate it a little bit, everything else from there is the same. Screw your hands into the bench, glutes underneath you, core tight, chin tucked. Lower yourself 45 degrees, drive straight up. I hope this helps. I hope this answered any of your questions. And if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. Thanks for watching.